In a world where we're constantly bombarded with expiration dates on our food, it's easy to assume that once that date passes, it's game over for that item. But the truth about food expiration dates might surprise you. Let's peel back the label and uncover the reality behind expired food. Sell by, best if used by, use by. What do these dates really mean? Welcome to the Healthy Pantry, where we're about to unravel the mystery behind food expiration dates. So, grab your apron and join us as we dive deep into the realm of food safety and sustainability. Let's start with the sell-by date. You see it on almost every package, but what does it really mean? Contrary to popular belief, the sell-by date isn't a magical countdown to when your food turns into a pumpkin. Instead, it's more like a friendly suggestion from the manufacturer to the retailer. This date tells the store how long to display the product for sale. It's all about keeping the shelves stocked with fresh items. But here's the kicker. Just because the sell-by date has passed doesn't mean your food is suddenly off limits. In fact, many foods are perfectly fine to eat after the sell-by date has come and gone. So, next time you're eyeing that carton of milk a day or two past its sell-by date, don't fret. It might still be good. Now, let's talk about the best if used by or best before date. It's another one of those mysterious labels we find on our food. Unlike the sell-by date, which is about stock rotation, the best if used by date is about something else entirely. This date is more like a gentle reminder from the manufacturer. It's a suggestion for when the product is at its freshest or tastiest. But here's the real scoop. Just because the best if used by date has passed doesn't mean your food has gone bad. In many cases, foods are still perfectly safe to eat after this date, especially if they've been stored correctly. So, before you toss that package aside, give it a sniff and a taste. It might surprise you. It's time to tackle the use-by date. It's yet another date stamped on our food, but what does it signify? Unlike the sell-by or best if used by dates, the use-by date carries a bit more weight. This date is more about safety than quality. It's the manufacturer's recommendation for when the product is at its best in terms of taste and safety. But here's the thing. Even after the use-by date passes, it doesn't mean your food automatically becomes a health hazard. Many foods can still be safe to eat for a while after this date, depending on how they've been stored. So, while it's essential to pay attention to use-by dates, it's equally important to trust your senses. Now, let's dive into the big one, the expiration date. It's the date that often strikes fear into the hearts of many. But what does it really mean? Is it a hard deadline where your food suddenly becomes unsafe to eat? Well, not necessarily. The expiration date is indeed an important guideline, but it's not always a strict cutoff point. It's the manufacturer's recommendation for when the product is at its peak quality and safety. However, many foods can still be perfectly safe to eat even after this date has passed, especially if they've been stored properly. So, before you toss out that item just because it's past its expiration date, use your judgment and trust your senses. Remember, your nose, eyes, and taste buds are your best tools for determining whether food is still good to eat. Did you know that the safety of food depends more on factors like storage conditions, temperature, humidity, light exposure, rather than the date printed on the packaging? One of the primary causes of food spoilage is microbial growth, including bacteria, molds, and yeasts. These microorganisms thrive in certain conditions, such as warm temperatures, moisture, and oxygen. While some spoilage microbes may cause food to smell or taste bad, not all are harmful to health. The acidity or alkalinity, pH, of food can influence its susceptibility to spoilage. Low pH foods, like acidic fruits and vinegar, are less prone to spoilage because most microorganisms cannot survive in such environments. Conversely, foods with higher pH levels, like meats and dairy, are more susceptible to spoilage. If you find this video helpful and informative, please support the Healthy Pantry channel by leaving your comment below, liking this video, and subscribing for more daily health and nutrition tips. Moisture content is another crucial factor in food spoilage. Moist foods are more likely to support microbial growth and enzymatic reactions that lead to spoilage. Proper packaging and storage techniques, such as drying or vacuum sealing, can help prolong the shelf life of foods by reducing moisture exposure. Additionally, Temperature control is essential for preserving food quality and safety. Refrigeration slows down the growth of spoilage microorganisms, while freezing can halt microbial activity altogether. Improper temperature control, such as leaving perishable foods at room temperature for extended periods, can lead to rapid spoilage and microbial contamination. The type of packaging used can significantly affect food shelf life. Proper packaging helps protect food from moisture, oxygen, light, and physical damage. Airtight packaging can prevent the introduction of spoilage microorganisms and extend the freshness of food. Environmental conditions, such as humidity and exposure to light, can also impact food quality and safety. Storing food in a cool, dry, and dark place can help preserve its freshness and prevent spoilage. Moreover, reducing food waste is a critical aspect of understanding the truth about expired food. Many consumers rely heavily on expiration dates as indicators of food safety, leading to unnecessary discarding of perfectly edible items. By educating consumers about the true meaning of expiration dates and providing practical tips for assessing food quality, we can empower them to make more informed decisions and reduce waste. Meal planning can help minimize food waste by ensuring that ingredients are used before they spoil. Encouraging consumers to plan their meals, make shopping lists based on what they need, and properly portion ingredients can prevent overbuying and subsequent food waste. Food redistribution initiatives, such as food banks, shelters, and community fridges, play a crucial role in diverting surplus food from landfills and redistributing it to those in need. Supporting and volunteering for these organizations can help ensure that edible food reaches people instead of being discarded. And lastly, understanding food preservation methods is crucial when considering the truth about expired food. Here's more information on various preservation techniques. Canning is a method of preserving food by sealing it in airtight containers and heating it to destroy microorganisms that cause spoilage. This process helps extend the shelf life of foods like fruits, vegetables, meats, and soups. Canned foods can remain safe and edible for years if stored properly. Freezing is one of the most common and effective methods of food preservation. It involves lowering the temperature of food to below freezing point, which slows down or halts the growth of spoilage microorganisms. Freezing can preserve the quality and nutritional value of a wide range of foods, including meats, fruits, vegetables, and baked goods. What's more, drying or dehydrating food involves removing moisture from the food, inhibiting the growth of spoilage microorganisms and enzymes that cause decay. This method can be achieved through sun drying, air drying, or using specialized equipment like food dehydrators. Dried foods, such as jerky, dried fruits, and herbs, can be stored for extended periods without refrigeration. Additionally, pickling is a preservation method that involves immersing food items in a solution of vinegar, salt, and spices. The acidic environment created by the vinegar inhibits the growth of spoilage microorganisms, allowing pickled foods like cucumbers, onions, and peppers to be stored safely at room temperature for months. So there you have it, folks. It's time to rethink our approach to food expiration dates. Remember, they're not always a definitive indication of food safety. By understanding the factors that contribute to food spoilage, embracing proper storage and preservation techniques, and trusting our senses, we can minimize waste and enjoy food more sustainably. Let's break free from the misconception of expired food and embark on a journey towards a more informed, resourceful, and responsible relationship with what we eat. Let's make smarter choices and savor every bite, long after the expiration date has passed. Take care, and see you tomorrow in the next video. Thank you for joining us here at the Healthy Pantry. We hope you found the information valuable and inspiring. Remember, your health is a journey, and we are here to guide you every step of the way. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.